the point is that poetry is a vehicle, and you introduce them to the vehicle, but you're not introducing them to the idea of travel. You're just introducing them to a vehicle that they might not be familiar with.
My students demand that the poems I teach them be relatable, which I think is a really kind of difficult, almost it sounds like a tribal cry. Everything has to turn back to me and my world. And we know that their growth is going to be contingent upon them being able to see beyond their particular neighborhoods, their fraternities, sororities. Um, and so what we're doing is we're bringing the literature of the world to them, which sensitizes them, in my mind, sensitizes them to not so much who they are. It will do that. But create a landscape of possibility of existing harmoniously on Earth. When I speak about a more harmonious society, it's contingent upon the fact that there's no idealized way of existing in the world that literature is going to hold up. Hopefully, it inculcates the virtues and values of difference. Like we see each other and not through our particular lens.
I'm a lawyer, but you know, legal documents tend to obscure, and they tend to be really long. And they got a lot of Latin and a lot of statutes, a lot of footnotes. Sometimes what's most important, sadly, I mean, maybe not sadly, it's just a reality, right? Like sometimes what's important isn't the legal question isn't the same as the human question.
Right.
So like the legal question might be, um, was a statute violated when was the Constitution violated when the police um, approached you and accosted you and disrespected you in front of your friends and family? And the legal answer may be no, because you know, probable cause, like the famous line is like a ham sandwich. You know, you could indict a ham sandwich for probable cause, which is to say that the floor is so low that essentially you need nothing to get over it, right? And what I wanted to do is say that what matters is not the legal question, but the human question. You know, is it constitutional to lock people up because they can't pay bail? Well, um, theoretically, you set bail because of dangerousness, and it's really hard to tell when bail is set because of dangerousness or because you want to lock up people who are poor. And so, if you kill somebody, if you rob somebody, say with a gun, allegedly, and you get a $500,000 bail, I mean, theoretically, the judge could say this is about dangerousness, and they find a way to equate money to dangerousness. But we know in some ways it's about poverty. And so the poem, I'm trying to get away from the legal question and get at the human question and just concede that the human question is a differently interesting one.